Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrities. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrity. Catch us every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and don't forget your wine. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrities. Hey, it's your girl Maria G. Welcome to Sipping with Maria and Tika G with our new co-host Dana. Hey, before we get into the topic, I want to acknowledge that it is Black History Month. And I guess we're going to talk about Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan um, invented the gas mask, and he helped to improve the sewing machine and the traffic signal. And he also invented his own hair straightening product. How cool is that? Mr. Garrett Morgan was born in Paris, Kentucky on March 4th, 1877, and he died on July 27th, 1963 in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Mr. Morgan. Tonight's topic is, how do you gain wisdom? Good question, huh? How do you gain wisdom? Let's find out. You gain wisdom basically through experience, and anyone who is interested in trying new things, will have that ability to gain that to gain that wisdom. Now, by learning as much as you can and analyzing your experience and putting your knowledge to test, you can become a wiser person every time. Every time. You can also do things like try new things. It's hard to gain wisdom when you stay in, you do the same thing after day and after day. You get wiser when you put yourself out there and give yourself the opportunity to learn. It's okay to make mistakes and reflect on your experiences. So try new things, like going to places you've never been before is a great way to get some experience, such as booking a trip to another city or taking a road trip to the next town over. Make an effort to eat at a restaurant that's popular with the locals rather than going to your favorite chain. Every chance you get, choose newness over the familiar. Try new things that help build your wisdom as well. Talk to people you don't know. I do that all the time. I'm a very talkative person. I'll talk to anybody. It's facts. Talk to people from different backgrounds and with different perspectives from yours. And make sure you pay attention to what you can learn from them. Try not to judge them based on your own narrow point of view. The more you're able to empathize with others, the wiser you will become. you know Practice being a good listener and ask a lot of questions. Find out more about somebody. Be in tune to them. Get to really know them. Pay attention to what people are saying instead of letting your mind wander away. Every conversation gives the chance to understand someone better, so broaden your views and thus become wiser. Something else you can do is do it the hard way. One of the most effective ways to increase wisdom is to do things the hard way. For example, while driving to work, turn off the GPS system. Use your God given brain cells to figure out where you are. Turn that off. You don't need the GPS for everything. Just use your brain. When you're trying to research something, don't Google it on the internet. Make it harder for yourself. Make it harder so your mind will be forced to think creatively. Try that. It's okay to do it the hard way. Everything doesn't have to be easy for us. It's okay. Another thing, it's okay to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Experience make us wiser. Our mistakes make us better people in a lot of different ways. So don't be afraid to take risk and, commit errors. It's okay. When we make mistakes, we learn faster and more permanently. And eventually, when you encounter the same situation in the near future, you'll know better. And also, you can share your wisdom with others. That's not to say you should tell people what to do. Rather, lead by example. Show others the wisdom of being open, non judgmental, and thoughtful in all situations. Think about the mentors who help you along the way and find ways to play the role for other people who might be able to benefit from what you've learned. Think about it. So, there's 5 things you can do to get wiser. Try new things. Talk to people you don't know. Do it the hard way. Make mistakes. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. And share your wisdom with others. Don't keep it all to yourself. Let somebody else get some of that. What you think, Dana?
Well, as you was running them down, I was putting in, some comments. It's good to disconnect from electricity devices. You know, disconnect and enjoy your area. Learn, be aware of your surroundings. Period. You're facing a
Mm-hmm.
phone or in a tablet. You can't be aware of your surroundings. That's how you become an easy target. Um, I like, the position that you put yourself where you said make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes when you learn from them. It's
Exactly.
not okay when you make mistakes and you don't learn and you do the same thing again. You didn't learn from the first mistake.
Right.
So when you make mistakes, learn from them. Take away what you could have done better, different options that you could have chose in order, to how they say expedite that growth within yourself.
Exactly. And it's okay to try new things. You have a lot of people that's afraid to try new things. They so much in their routine that they're scared if they go left, something is going it's they're going to be all discombobulated and all over the place and not know where to go. It's okay to try new things. Try doing something different. Like, for example, I know a lot of people don't like traveling to Smithfield. It's only across the bridge. It's like 15, 20 minutes away. So try that. You don't like going across the bridge? Try it. Do something different. Do it anyway. You might like it.
My thing is I love to travel. I love to travel. And when I travel, I tend to sightsee. So I get to know little tidbits about where I'm at. That's my little pet peeve. But it's also, traveling, you're able to step outside that box you don't put yourself in.
Right.
You know. So don't be afraid to step outside of that box because you'll see with that box you put yourself in is closed. And
Mm-hmm.
once you step out of it, it's a whole world that you can explore. A whole
Right.
world.
Right. And eat at different restaurants. Don't eat at your same restaurant. I like trying new food, so I don't have a problem with eating somewhere that's different from my usual place.
And there's some good people in this world. Getting out, just talking, a casual conversation can spark up,
Mm-hmm.
a nice friendship with somebody. You
Yep,
know,
yes. It's okay to talk to a stranger. Talk to
it's
people you
okay.
don't know.
It's insane people out here in this world. It really is.
Yep. And try not to judge. People have a problem with judging people based on their own point of view versus
No,
that
we're gonna
person.
start from how they say we're gonna start from the beginning, just the way they look.
Mm,
That is the number one judgment that people do. Just because someone look different from you, that doesn't necessarily mean that person is what you think that person looked like. You know,
I tell somebody you can be fine as hell, but if your breath stink, you is ugly. Your attitude ugly, you ugly.
now you just need a good rundown on a lesson of hygiene. Because if it's starting from your mouth, that's a problem. That means the first thing somebody gonna see when you open up your mouth. I saw that
Ugh.
little dog thing on Facebook where the dog is hopping up and the voice say hi. That remind me of a stink breath person because a dog mouth stink. you know. And you open up your mouth like, hi. I was just like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Try it again, but not with me.
You are something else.
I'm just saying, make sure your breath is on point before you talk to somebody. Make sure you ain't got no friends, in the cave hanging, So hygiene is the first thing people judge you on.
You're right. People also need to practice on being good listeners and ask a lot of questions to find out more information about somebody. And I agree with that. I live by the don't ask, don't tell rule. If you don't ask me, I'm not going to tell you. I'm an open book. I'll tell you almost anything. But don't assume
Well,
anything
I
either.
I gotta put
It's a,
stipulations on that. I'm not an open book. I ain't gonna just
I
give
said
up
I'm an open book to a
information on the
certain
fly.
extent.
Yeah, I ain't
To a
gonna just
certain
give up
extent.
information on the fly.
But you need to
Because if
but you
you
need
want to
to
know about
ask.
me, yeah, but you know what? Too many people make that downfall. Because if you ask somebody, a pair of lips can say anything. You get to know that person, see how they
Hmm.
move, how they talk, observe that person. That's how you get to know somebody.
I
You ain't got to
agree.
be so judgmental, because everybody has little quirks and pet peeves another person don't like. That's a part of being
Hmm.
individual. But you took the time to get to know me, past my flaws.
Right. And that's another thing people don't understand. We all have flaws. I don't know why people walk around here with their head up in the sky like they so perfect. Everybody got something wrong with them.
Walk around here looking like
Everybody.
bougie daddy.
Everybody. You know, I guess every conversation you should take a chance to understand someone better. Like we said, broaden your views. That helps you become wiser also.
I like talking to new people. I like meeting random people because
So
you
do
never
I.
know what you might learn about somebody, and especially someone coming from another country, you know is to me is interesting conversation because the difference between the countries, and my favorite question is how you like the U.S. And some of the stuff people
Hmm.
tell me, well, okay, okay. But it's interesting, again, step outside that box and you'll see so much that you can explore.
Facts. Facts, facts, facts. And doing things the hard way, instead of doing it the easy way. Example, I have a corner store, literally a corner store that I can walk to, but because I got keys, guess what I do?
Be lazy and drive.
I drive across the street.
Be lazy and drive. All right, bougie
So,
Betty.
so it's okay for me to walk across the street, but I got keys and I drive across the street in a minute.
Yeah, but it ain't
So,
always guaranteed that them keys is gonna work to that vehicle. So you better learn how to pat and turn it.
I do. I walk sometimes, but most of the time, I'm guilty. My ass a hop in that damn truck in a minute and go across the street to the corner store. That's terrible.
It is. You remind me of that lady that's mowing her lawn with the doggone macaroni and cheese in a martini glass. What the
Girl,
what the
no.
world?
No, child. No, 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 no. Yep. I'm guilty of this too. Researching stuff. I go to Google in a minute.
Okay,
I
yeah,
do
I'm
it.
guilty of that too. I'm
I do it
guilty
the easy way in a minute. What? Google is my friend. Google got me in trouble one time. Had me around here thinking I was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. My doctor laughed at me so hard. She said, "Stay off." She said, "Ass too. Stay your ass off of Google." Didn't I tell y'all couldn't be on the show tonight?
Loco said differently.
Every night, every week, they want to be on the show.
Look, Loco say he's a celebrity. He got that right.
Loco better sit his hind paws down somewhere. He always fighting his big brother. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But I do think creatively. I'm a very creative person. Try to
What you
become wiser.
what is you created for, ma'am?
Well, I don't think I should say it on the air. But I'm taking a new direction to some things and
Girl, scratch that.
profitable.
I don't think I
Uh-huh.
need to now. I don't want to know now. I'm sorry,
Look
fam.
in the chat.
No, I don't want to look in the chat.
So, you know, doing my own thing.
Well,
It's very
let me
profitable.
serve you up. Let me serve you up.
My new thing is very profitable. So I'm excited about it. When I start making money, I'll talk about it more, but I haven't did it yet. So, but I will be doing it very soon. Very, very soon. So, next thing is making mistakes. It's okay to do overs. It's okay to F up every now and again. But what you say, Dana, don't keep doing the same mistake over and over and over. Learn from your mistakes.
Man, look, if you're gonna keep bumping your head and getting them knots, make sure you do it differently each time and learn from each one.
Yep.
I don't like knots on my head, so
Somebody
I
with
do it
a
once and that about it.
Yep, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But it's definitely okay to make some mistakes, but just don't continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again, because that's a form of what? Insanity.
No, you just being nice. This is from the stupid. You just being stupid.
Ah, at least if you encounter the same situation again in the future, hopefully you'll know better. You know, hopefully.
Well, not everybody got all their marbles wrapped that cook that tight, so it's gonna be a couple of them fall through the cracks. I guarantee you.
And I agree with that too. Definitely agree with that.
I'm not trying to be judgmental. It's just I just found some things people do that it don't make sense, but you still do it anyway. And a person like
Yeah,
me sit there and pay attention and laugh at you, and then the stupidest question they gonna ask why you laugh. Mm,
because
mm,
what
mm.
you said was funny.
What you said was funny. What you did was stupid. And then you knew the outcome wasn't gonna be good because you looked at yourself and did it anyway. And you want to know why I laugh? Hmm.
Stupid. Cause you stupid. Dumb, 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 and dumber all in one person.
I know these donkeys out here getting mad because they see people taking their word. Asshole. Acting like an ass.
Definitely acting like an ass. Definitely acting like an ass. So how was your day today?
My day was actually exhausting for the first time. It was actually exhausting. A lot of information I had to retain, meetings, in and out of meetings and stuff like that. So it was kind of physically, it was okay, but mentally exhausting and draining because it's like, man, I'm back working with insurance. Whew. Looking at them numbers and yeah, it can get tedious. Stuff start merging together. So it's one of them days I'm happy to be off.
I bet.
How about yours?
My day was semi busy. Um, First of all, I was late getting a topic out. So I had to
Hmm.
come up with a topic real quick, so I had to do my research on my topic. My apologies, won't happen again. But I was so busy doing other
Players mess
things.
up. Players mess up.
Your players mess up. Yeah, so it was one of them situations. Um, yeah, I
And
was
I'm actually
very.
proud of my
I,
daughter. I am very proud of my daughter.
what Miss T do?
She walked home by herself for the first time, girl.
Oh, she had a grown woman moment. Oh, well.
Had a conversation like, don't be growing up too fast on me now.
Oh, oh. Look at T. I know. She walked on all by herself.
Yeah, cause you know me. I usually walk her to school and go pick her up. Today she tracked it on to the house. I was like, I couldn't even much get across the street before she looked at me, Mama. I said,
Oh,
oh, girl, yeah.
as long as she's safe with it, that's
Yeah,
cool.
and that's a big part of me teaching her to where mommy ain't always gonna be around, so you're gonna have to start making them decisions, them good decisions.
I said if I ever had a little girl, as soon as she was old enough, I was gonna put her in karate so she
Don't
can
do it.
defend. So she can
Don't do
defend
it.
herself. Wow.
I did that with Tiana. She kicked the heck out of me one time, and so she ain't been since.
Wow. We took karate.
I know we did, but I'm just saying that girl got a
They
mean left hook.
what she needed, especially if she walking by herself. She needed down there.
I was telling Uncle about him, and you know what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Bring her on to me. That man. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We
Go
don't
ahead
do
and
it.
sit her down there. So he can go ahead and teach her a little something something.
Well, I did say that whenever I'm able to situate my schedule, I was going to take a kickboxing class to where both of us would be able to take this class together.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
Kickboxing is fun.
good.
I can't wait till my toe heals so I can take it again. It relieves a
Girl,
lot of
yes.
stress. A lot of stress.
She can be my little workout partner.
Yep. A lot of stress and you'll lose a lot of weight. You'll lose that weight so fast you don't even notice it. Everybody else will notice it before you notice. Cause it's so you just take your anger out on the bag. If you stress, you just take your stress out on the bag, get to kick it and punch it.
That's what you got intercourse for, girl.
Well, that's another story.
Well, look. I use my energy wisely.
I see. You are something else. You
I
are
use my
something
energy
else.
wisely, though. I'm
I
just
bet you
saying.
do. I bet you do.
Y'all don't
You
mind
said
me
what's
tonight. Y'all know my attitude. I try to stay upbeat all the time.
yep. You know what? One of the reviews that we have gotten was the young lady said it sounded like we were in her living room just having a conversation. And I'm glad it feels that way because that's the way it's supposed to feel. Like you just kicking it with your girls having a conversation. And what's even better, if you got something to say and get off your chest, you can call in and get it off your chest. Shoot, we strangers, we don't know you, you don't know us. So you say whatever you want to say. What you think, Dana?
To me, it's not about being a
Shoot.
stranger. It's everybody out here has a voice. Exercise that voice. If you got something to
Yeah,
say, we welcome your input. We welcome to hear your opinion because everybody's opinion counts, whether we like it or not.
right. I
Because
wish
these are
more
some good
men would
topics
come
to
up
be
here.
talking about now.
Yeah, it's okay. A little bit more promotion. We get some more people up in here. I wish my girl Beth could come back on here. I really want to get an update on her situation. See if I can find her, get her back on the show.
Yes,
Get a
because
little update.
we actually been wanting to get see how we get in contact with her to see how she's doing.
Yes, definitely want to see how Beth doing. So Beth, if you're listening, please call up on the show. You know we're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, because you really have made an impact on us, and we really do want to make sure you're doing the best in your life, ma'am. So we are thinking about you and praying for you.
Making sure you're okay. I'm gonna see if I can find her email and send her an email. I believe she signed up if I'm not mistaken. But I would love to hear from her, just to her face, say, hey girls, I'm okay. You know. So it looks like tonight's show may be a little shorter than usual. What you think, Dana?
Yeah, that'll be good. Good for us tonight.
Okay, so we just went over the first four ways to build up your wisdom. The first one was to try new things. You know, it's okay to try something different. You don't have to do the same thing over and over. The second thing was talk to people you don't know. It's okay to talk to a stranger of five. You know, might be your cousin anyway. So it's okay to talk to different people. Emphasize with them, you know, pay attention to what they have to say, learn from them. That will help you get wiser. Practice being a good listener. Ask a lot of questions to find out more about that person. Really pay attention to what people are saying instead of letting your mind wander. Do it the hard way. That was number three. One of the problems that we always do things the easy way. I shared the story. I have a corner store that's directly across the street. But like I told Dana, I got keys. So I'm hopping in my car and I'm going to drive across the street to the corner store. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I know, I know. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. Number four, it's okay to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, you know. Just learn from your mistake. Don't continue to make the same mistake over and over because it's going to make you look crazy. So, you know, learn from your mistakes so you'll know better in the future, you know. Last but not least, number five, share your wisdom with others. Don't keep all them wisdom up inside. What you think, Dana? Share your knowledge, share what you know,
I like talking
you
to a lot of
know.
elderly people because if you look at our history books, being that it is Black History Book, yeah, I'm Black History Month, y'all. Um, a lot of our elderly people have so much history inside them that they can actually share with us. A lot of elderly people really, and I call them seasoned. They're not elderly; they're seasoned because they've been on this earth longer than we have, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the knowledge these people, people can actually, tell us. They're no longer in the history books for us to really reference. You
Right.
know, that's walking, talking history.
Mm-hmm.
I love talking with elderly people. I love
I
it.
I do too. I like talking to them as well. Um, it's okay to lead by example. Lead by example. Show others the wisdom of being open and don't be so judgmental, you know. Share your wisdom. Don't keep it all sucked up to yourself. And if someone asks for your advice, do the best part you can and stir them in the right direction the best way you know how. Don't let your personal desires cloud your advice. So, today's topic was how do you gain wisdom? And I think me and Dana gave some good topics and examples tonight for this topic. Keep in mind and remember that Sipping with Maria and Tika G are always looking for guests to be on the show. And Tika G, we don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrities. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrity. Catch us every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and don't forget your wine. Sipping with